What's up, everybody? Welcome to a surprise tips video. And today I want to talk about landing. Recently I actually got a comment asking about, how do I land fast and in the videos and some of the full runs. And landing is one of those topics where it seems so mundane and so unimportant, but if you think of all of the accumulative time that you spend landing as a lib pilot, it actually matters a lot. And if you think about all of the dire situations you're gonna be in that you need to land quickly, when you're hit by a bunch of AA, or you need to land and you're below half HP against an ESF or a couple ESFs, you need to learn how to descend quickly and stop quickly. And also, while you're doing all that, also orient yourself to give yourself at least an out or a slight advantage when you're landing and repairing, so when you do take off, you're not so vulnerable. So your landing methodology is going to depend mostly on your airframe, believe it or not. And each airframe has its own plus or minuses, right? And when you're flying optimally with your airframe, you're gonna have to focus on what your airframe is good at, right? So when you're landing with racer airframe is a pretty neutral airframe. It's not really good at anything but speed, right? So that particular airframe, you don't really have to worry about how you land. Honestly, you just gotta worry about your deceleration rate. So you just have to compensate for that and either start holding S a lot sooner than the other airframes, or use your throttle analog on and off, so that can help as well. But with the racer airframe, it's just mostly about acceleration timing. But with, let's say, high G, which I used to fly for actually about a year actually before I switched to bomber, but high G is particularly good at ascending, and so holding spacebar and pitching up and down, right? So when you're facing the ground and you're trying to land quick, so your nose is pointed to the ground and you're going straight to the ground, what's the best way for you to descend as fast as possible towards the ground and then stop in the smallest amount of time, right? Well, other than hitting your throttle analog, but I don't really use that. So fly straight down, nose down, and then while you're holding S, when you get pretty close to the ground, and I mean you gotta be within like maybe 10 meters, and then you start holding S, or maybe 15 meters. By the time you start to slow down, your lip should be still moving towards the ground pretty quickly, because the high G airframe, you can pitch up and down really quick. All you do is, while you're holding control, just pitch up and then hold spacebar. You're pitching up and holding spacebar. Because you're holding spacebar, you're like cushioning your downward momentum with the spacebar, the spacebar. So then you sort of slow down. Once you feel yourself stop, you can just hold control and then finish your landing. And high G, when I first started flying with it, I loved landing like that because it was so fast. Because like I said, your pitch up and down is so quick that you can pitch up like at the very last second before you hit the ground and then just land that way. So I always like that. And bomber is good at yaw, which is A and D, so left and right movement and rolling, right? The way you land quickly with bomber is very side to side heavy, right? So instead of up and down like high G, so when you're flying and you're going down, you roll yourself to the side. Bomber gives you that extra roll rate and yaw, so you can even, like for example, if I roll my top side to the right, so my left wing is pointing up, so I can hold A and give myself a little bit of upward movement if I need it, and then I could hold spacebar and like cushion my downward movement with spacebar, but it's a little bit to the side, right? And you can do that left or right. But yeah, I hope these tips helped you guys out. I know Like I said, I know landing is a boring topic, but it's actually a very useful topic because whenever you need to land, even if it's just for a split second, you have to know how to land quickly, because if you have a full lib or even two people with like maxed out repair guns, like you're gonna be able to repair, 50% of your lib's HP within like 3 to 5 seconds. So it's really useful for even when the lib is chasing you. If he's far enough and you're half HP, you can just land really quickly in cover and then repair for that 3 to 5 seconds and get back up, and it's going to be even faster if you have nanites. So I want to thank the guy that commented on my video and just like sort of sparked the reminder in my head that I wanted to make a tips video on landing, and I'll put his name on the video somewhere. And thanks to him, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.